Hey folks, it's Sandra Pike from the Pike Group, and she sells stuff. But guess what? Today, not only do I sell stuff, I actually help people buy stuff. So I'm just waiting for my client to show up here. They're first-time home buyers, so I'm very excited to meet with them. So we're going to go over a buyer's booklet that I have so they can understand contracts, buyer brokerage designated agreement. I want to make them fully aware just of the process of what we're doing. So one of the things that I want to bring up to you as a buyer, get some representation. I don't recommend that you go with the listing agent, and the reason being is that you never get fully represented. I've had clients in the past, sellers who I've sold their home, and when they actually purchased the home, they just went with the listing agent, and it was clearly evident that when I went to list the home after a couple of years when they owned it, they overpaid. And now that we're in a slow market, I need to try to sell that home, and sometimes they might take a loss. So really important for you as a buyer to always think that you could potentially sell that house 5 years down the road. So get that representation that you need, and the realtor is going to be on your side. The other thing, when you first think about buying a home, I'm recommending that you get in front of a mortgage broker. A mortgage broker does not cost you, the buyer, anything at all to use. They're actually paid by the lender. And the reason that I'm asking you to get in front of a mortgage broker as opposed to a bank, mortgage broker represents a bank, but the person at your bank isn't going to fully look at your debt ratio when you come in and, let's say you're making a salary of X, they're going to say, okay, you can afford a $300,000 home. But actually, when you get with a mortgage broker, they're going to look at your debt ratio before you actually get it on the street, and they're going to say, okay, based on this income, you can only afford a $250,000 home as opposed to the $300,000 that the bank told you. So really important to do your homework before you get out there. And if you need some recommendations for a mortgage broker, I can certainly hook you up with them because I do know a couple here in the city. In the meantime, as well, when you write an offer, there are several things to consider. One thing that you might not think about is never to close on a Friday. If there are any issues at all with the closing, you can't really get a hold of anybody, and chances are, if you do, the problem won't be solved till Monday. So close between a Monday and Thursday. As well, if you are buying a house that's on well and septic, do the home inspection between Monday and Thursday, because the water sample, if you're dropping it off at the hospital, it can only be done between Monday and Thursday. Friday, they don't do any water tests on Friday, and on the weekend, it's not going to happen. So Monday to Thursday, make sure you're doing your home inspection in the event that you have to get a water test done. So that's it for now, folks. My next video, I'm going to go over what to expect when you write an offer and all the conditions that are due. If you're interested in buying a home or even selling a home, folks, you can give me a call. I'm Sandra Pike from the Pike Group, and guess what? I sell stuff. Have a great weekend, folks, and thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.